All right. Hello, everybody. This is Kwai Hopkins. This is going to be our first episode of the Cloud Nerd Podcast. This is Kwai Hopkins. I'm your host, and this is episode one. And today we're going to get into exploring AI engineering and how our guest today, how she went from cloud only engineering to AI and DevOps and then AI engineering. So today we're going to hear about her story and give us just from her point of view how she got into AI engineering and how would you get in if you were a beginner, and just we're just going to have a casual conversation with her just about her and just make her introduction to you guys. And again, appreciate all your support. So today we have Rajpreet here, Gill. She is a AI engineer. So Rajpreet, welcome to the Cloud Nerd Podcast. We appreciate you coming on and spending some time with us today. Um, and just tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into the IT space? How did you get in here?
First of all, thank you so much. It's for just a great platform. And My journey isn't about just technology, it's about curiosity and continuous learning. I grew up in a small town in India. But for me, it wasn't small. It's a whole world to me. My dad made sure I never felt limited by where I came from, and he always taught me to big dream, work hard, and keep growing. Those value still guiding me today. After getting married, my sportive husband always encouraged me to keep growing while balancing a family and a career. And I started my career in a IT support engineer, where I learned how practical system break into and how much end user got affected when they do. That ground level view pushed me to want to own the problem all, not just escalate it. And After moving forward on software engineer role, where I work on programming, testing, automation. On that time, cloud computing became more popular, so I challenge myself to learn AWS infrastructure, Docker, Kubernetes while building hands-on projects. Along that way, one thing I figure out, certifications. They are for like open door, but projects made us confidence. That mindset pushed me to participate in a hackathons, writing technical blogs. There where I show my insights in the community. That experience eventually led me to become AWS community builder on AI engineering track, where I met with the incredible mentor builder to explore more about AI there. And that little girl who inspired by her father and encouragement still building today. So the difference is today. Now I am building AI agents, cloud platform, and helping community to grow. From my journey, the people they can learn only one thing. Your starting point never has to be defined where it's finished.
Okay, thank you. So tell me a little bit about from you were in cloud engineering and you went from DevOps to AI engineering. Kind of what was the I guess mindset of what moment or that you said to yourself, look, I'm in in cloud engineering. What made you want to move from like tell us about your transition from that cloud engineering then to DevOps, and then what made you want to ultimately be in AI engineering, and also on top of that, how are I know you mentioned um, about how they're all connecting together. Can you explain to our audience kind of a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. So it wasn't a dramatic pivot movement for me. I spent years on building AWS infrastructure, Terraform, Linux, all of that. The more I work in this world, the more I keep seeing AI show up everywhere. It's not just a trending. Literally getting into a into build infrastructure, I was working on that, and then I joined a community builder program where I'm connected with other people, and they were building AI agents. One thing I noticed on that time, what I had experienced in a clouding and what they are building with the AI, so just click in my mind, and it's not for me, it's like a jump, it's a next level on top of it.
Okay, good, good, awesome, awesome. Um, and I want to get a little bit into kind of today's landscape and how, of course, you mentioned cloud and DevOps and Azure and kind of like mingle together. So I guess for engineers, how why is understanding AI so important in today's IT landscape? Why is it so important?
Yeah, so AI workloads still rely on a real infrastructure like storage, IAM permission, cost management, and cost optimization. If you are a cloud engineer, you don't need to be a data scientist. You have to just understand about the models, about the validation of the models. Even though when I publish my topic on LinkedIn, you are not a cloud engineer anymore, you are a AI engineer and you don't know yet. So that means like what we are doing as a cloud engineer, CI/CD pipeline, versioning, rollback deployment. So same with the AI. So it's a little bit AI specific. Addition on it, not too much, so we have to just understand how models work, and we can go through with the R, with the RAG pipeline and with the vector data database search. If
Mhm.
anyone who know with the base of foundation of a cloud, then they can ship their AI bots as well rather than prototyping them.
Okay. Do you see AI? A lot of people have a lot of concerns on AI maybe taking all of our jobs or taking over, and we've seen, in the industry, as you well know, is a lot of these big companies, tech companies laying off employees, and it's unfortunate because, myself, I've been on both sides of that, and um I just, do you feel that AI will, you know, will take over kind of everything in IT space, or do you think or do you think we need to have that as far as engineers? Like, do you think that's something that we need as a specialization? We need to that in order to like, you know, keep relevant in our space.
Yeah, according to me, I am 50-50 about that. So I had actually recently, like what I can say, it's a week 10 program from IBM. It's a AI accelerator program. So I had a foundation with the cloud infrastructure and plus AI. So I'm comfortable with that. I can eager to learn and can build more AI agent. If anyone who they don't have like a foundation in a clouding part, so it's a tough for them. And plus, it's a too many myth right now. Like you need to be a data scientist, or you have to start from ML machine learning theory. So today, like if we have to be AI engineer, right? So you have to learn to build with existing model, like thinking like RAG, vector database, prompting, and agent work loads, and combining with the solid engineering fundamental, clouding, API, and deployment. So my honest advice, I would say, if we start from our from small project, and then uh, we can think about it. If we are comfortable with for next step, we can move on that. But yeah, you can create other chatbots or on your experience, or build it end to end and learn from that one project from the month of, or just watching tutorials. And it's alongside that, join a community. It's a good benefit for me, because I joined when AWS community builder. I learned too much about AI agents, and anyone who they want to grow their career, especially AI, because everyone is saying it's taking jobs, it's taking all the platform. So yeah, it taking all of it, but if we learn with that, if we upgrade our skill with that, so it's good for us.
Yeah, I agree. And going back to what you're saying about, especially with AWS Community Builder,
Yes.
I'm in the community myself as well. Those who don't know that, it's an awesome to be something to be a part of, especially in AWS Community Builder, where you can. It's a great community. And kind of piggybacking off of that, how
Yeah.
important is kind of the community in not just AWS, but just in your IT space. How important is community in kind of to help the growth and development of people such as yourself or Maya or anyone else? Like, personally, I come to think community is very important. Like when I think of um my link people on LinkedIn or contacts on LinkedIn, those are like my community, where I can go for advice or anything. It could be jobs or it could be anything like a community. So how important is community for you in your perspective?
For me, if I say community where we can learn together, right?
Mhm.
It's not an individual part. It's we have to share our thoughts with each other. We have to work together. When we work together, so our mind, I think it work more, right? So as individual, like we just focus on our one part or two part, or but in a community or in a group, it's growth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, what would you say, you've been in cloud engineering and DevOps and AI engineering. What is some of the core, I would say, skills that a person has to have just to even get from cloud engineering up to AI engineering? What would you say, like people who are watching or people who want to get into this space, what would you recommend the skills for them to have?
Yeah, for sure. Like, first of all, we have to like a strong foundation with any platform. Like, it's a cloud computing platform, especially in this era when AI is booming, right? So, if we have a strong foundation with the cloud computing plus networking is the more crucial, because 90% of the clouding on the Linux, and then we can cover our AI skills. So for AI who want to eager to learn that, so they can join many free courses. So it's from IBM, it's from Amazon, it's from Google as well. So IBM, they have a week 10 AI accelerator program, and the AWS one, they have a skill builder program, and Google, they have a agentic AI one. So you can upgrade your skill slowly with these free courses. And other than that, create your hands-on projects. If you are not familiar with the proper CI/CD pipeline or proper GitHub workflow, then you can try from a small EC2 instance, like how you can connect with the like a public site, or S3 storage, how we could create a static website, right? So these small scenario, these small projects that could be a big in a future if we prepare ourselves or upgrade ourselves according to weekly or monthly to distribute a task.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And I heard you mentioned more something about Linux. Um, Linux, I've heard that a lot. It's that's where a lot cloud is built, infrastructure that cloud is built on top of. Um, Kind of what has your experience been with, I guess, for with Linux, and tell us a little bit about that and um
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Linux for me is really the foundation, everything like where I sit on, and almost every server, every container, every cloud instance, they rely on a Linux. And I got my RSC SA certification then. Um, even though after that I work more smoothly with Linux, like on the permission work on how process and service run, how troubleshooting when something break down, right? And when I joined RSCSA plus RSCE fast tracking course from my mentor, it's Ali Suhail, then I'm more familiar with that. And it's thanks to him. He put too much encourage to in that course. So I cleared that V10 version. And the main part, the foundation show up everywhere of the Linux when we work on that, and when we are debugging, especially in Kubernetes or containers issue, then it's Jenkins is more crucial on that part.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, Ali Sohail, he's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
Those of you are watching, if you don't know, right, I am in the Cloud Whistlers RSCSA track as well with Rajpreet here. So, I can kind of piggyback on Ali's very awesome, and hopefully Ali, if you're watching this, hopefully we can have you on and we'd love to have you on here. And if you're
For
watching,
episode
yeah,
second, yeah.
yeah, second episode. Thank you,
Yeah,
man. Shout out to you, Cloud Whistler. Awesome,
yeah, for
awesome
sure.
training. And but um, so going back to AI, what type? I've heard of like a platform called like Kiro. What is that in terms of AI? It's
Yeah, for Kiro, like it's a Kiro IDE. So I mostly tested myself as well, and it's really very interested. I created two side like a Kiro versus a hand build. So I want to mention over here one name. It's Muhammad Feza, and he was my colleague during this project, and we were distributing our projects in two section, Kiro versus handbill. So in Kiro, that we implement with everything on the prompt basis, whereas on the hand built we created are like a Terraform, Docker, EKS, Jenkins with CI/CD pipeline, and on top of it is a Bedrock layer. And what we figure out after working on this project, Kiro is it's a real speed in it. It's a speed advantage, and but no argument is there. So but if something break in production, and we know like where is the breaking, where is the troubleshooting error, or we can fix that. But when it's become a Kiro part, we don't know what is working at the back. And my honest review on that is these tools are multiplier but can't be a replacement, but they are powerful once you are already understand the foundation, and because then you can actually catch what they get wrong.
okay. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So you know, do you see AI engineering as is this something that you see that is going to be a must-have in say 5 to 10 years from now? Do you think it's going to have to be like a must-have for people getting into to the IT space right now? And what do you see from your end? What are the like? kind of job opportunities like for AI, and as we're still early adoption of AI. We've got a lot of things in court like AI influence right now. So do you see AI as something that's going to have to be like a must have for IT professionals today?
Yeah, it's a really great question. So I don't think the engineer of the future is defined by cloud engineer or a AI engineer as a title, because I think it defined by resilience and a range, and being able to keep learning as things shift and under you, and actually going deep enough that you are not just prompting a tool, you are understanding that model underneath. And what should people do today? Honestly, they are just stop waiting to feel like it's a ready or not, and build one real project, even something small. So write about what you learn. Don't skip the fundamentals just because AI make everything feel faster, because at the end of the day, the engineer who last are the one who understand what they are building, not just how to ask for it.
Okay, awesome, awesome. All right. Let me ask you one more subject and a few more questions here. And so, if you were to say to yourself, let's just say yourself right now, what would you say to someone who wants to get into AI engineering or engineering or DevOps perhaps? What would you say? What kind of advice would you give? Say, for example, if someone trying to get into this space and you know because it's a very sometimes it can be a very hard space to get into, especially getting that first career job in IT. So what was your best advice to give to for someone who wants to be become a cloud engineer or DevOps or AI engineer? What would that kind of little roadmap be like, from your point of view?
It's only three word: practice, practice, practice.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're
Yeah.
we're we're forever learners, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. And especially in this era, we have to upgrade our self, right?
Hmm.
And my suggestion is that you have to be focused on your roadmap. You have to achieve like what you are in there. You are sad, you are like under stress, but you have to achieve. And uh, and the roadmap, if I go, then first of all, like you have to be in clear picture, like as a foundation layer. Second one is like a hands-on labs that we have to practice a lot there. The third, I won't say it's a networking part, that is a crucial
Hmm.
part as well, because without networking we can't understand. Even in my story, I had done my DevOps boot camp, but I don't know like what is there right on the networking side. Other than that, I was good. But when I joined my training, fast track training, so then I learned a lot of Linux from my mentor Ali. And then I'm really good. I know where in which directory I'm working, where I have to copy the file from other area, right?
Yeah.
And how I can create a LVM size, how I can swap the disk. So it's too many things. Before I was thinking it's too hard, but after getting into, then it's too easy for me. So just we have to focus on our path, so what we want to achieve it. So I know it's too many stress, it's too many sometimes we go too many challenges, right? But when curiosity and continuous learning come in picture, then we can face our
Mhm.
challenge.
Yeah, and I think going back to what we were talking about, community, I think
Yeah,
that's where that comes into play.
yeah.
When you have mentors like Ali, Suhail, Ali, and you know, I know I have other mentors as well that, you know. maybe I might be stuck on a problem I'm trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And it's great to have that. You can't really do this all, by yourself a lot. It's a lot of kind of collaborative, and I think that's the beauty of our industry is
Yes.
it's very collaborative.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the best part and how we can grow going forward and keeping this, so I'm going to ask you a few rapid fire questions for you.
Oh,
Hate
okay.
to put you on the spot, but uh, so first question,
Mm-hmm.
and this is either or. All right,
Okay.
certifications, projects.
Projects.
There you go.
My
All
favorite
right.
part.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's the more? All right. So, what would you say is the most? What do you think IT could improve? IT space could improve upon in today's like space right now. What do you think? What do you think is we could improve upon better? Like that we're not doing is it could be a community, it could be anything. What do you think? What we would you want to see improvements on?
What I can say, like on our upgrading skill, that is first priority for the in this community to stay. And second, we have to be collaborate with each other to
Mhm.
spot and grow, right? And other than that, like especially we are always on active on a LinkedIn, and we have to support each other. Sometime anybody they are publishing their post, and we have to be repost and we have to be liking. Um, yeah, that could be a
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Favorite AI platform.
AI platform is Kiro.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was the most been challenging? What was been the most challenging part in IT since you first started until now? What has been the most challenging part in your
Challenging
journey?
part as a beginner.
Yeah,
As a
as a
beginner, it's too much hard to enter in IT. Because on that time we mostly knew, right? And we don't know how the flow will go, how the roadmap is, and how our like what we chose that line, how that scope in the future have it or not. So that is the most challenging part to especially enter in a IT and get a job.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So and what I know we talked about a lot of technical IT technical stuff here. What does Rajpreet like what hobbies do you have outside of IT? What is something like you
Oh,
just like when you're sometimes when you're just sick of you're solving a problem and you're like you might get fed up with it and you're like, "Man, you know what? I'm gonna go, like say take a walk or I'm gonna go like what is your kind of go-to thing? Like I need to get my head, I need to think.
oh yeah, it's a really great question. Mostly we are on in a IT and we are just on our projects, on our certifications, right? Um, I mostly like to listen music when it's a free time or when I am in a stress or I had some like a frustration frustration like so I mostly like music. Yeah, it's my favorite part. And
Okay.
another than that, going out on a vacation, like to explore new things and challenge myself, uh, how I can solve this puzzle like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What would you say is your superpower in this industry? What would you say your superpower is?
Power, it's a human wings.
Uh, like what would be your thing that you would say that you're most good at? Like it isn't, that you're most good
Uh-huh.
at.
I'm mostly like I'm an all-rounder actually. I'm
Hmm?
everywhere good, but um, what I can do, the first part uh, is too many actually. Um, Like I'm too much workaholic. Like I have to take rest sometime,
Yeah.
but I can't do because sometimes I thought in my mind I have to take rest. After that, I will take rest
Mhm.
after done this, but I don't do right.
Yeah.
And the favorite part is mm, what I can say is uh, um, I am blurry, blurry now.
That's
So
okay.
yeah. So actually, it's a all-rounder for me, and I can go with anywhere, like in any situation, and yeah, it's all good for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Like it's similar.
It's
I
hard to
am.
tell, we are from too many years, we are on these roadmaps, and it's hard to tell, like, which things it's good for us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's I have to sometimes like my wife, she sometimes she has to tell me, you know, she sees me on my computer all the time. She's like, "Man, take a break, take a break, take a break. You're on all the time. You're learning everything. How much could you learn?" And it's just to try to get me off of there. And it's and she supports everything I do as well. And it's sometimes I have to learn, I guess, in this space is to learn how to kind of turn it off sometimes and take a break, and then come back to it because I feel refreshed
Yeah.
once I come back. My mind is rejuvenated and in this space. So, but we're forever learners in here, and it's just it's a great. I still think regardless, it's a great space to be in, a great
Yeah.
time to be in, so, but that being said, I would say any last minute thing, this a last minute words that you would have for anybody. So in your journey up to this point and going forward, what would advice, what would you say you would give your best advice to be for someone trying to make it in this industry or having difficulties or anything? What would your best advice to be to someone?
Yeah, so I want to just give one advice. If you face too much, right? Too much challenges, or like sometimes we don't have but we think and we can't get it right. Don't be over stress, or don't think too much like I'm done now, right? Sometimes we thought like we are I'm done. So don't go on that way. Just try to solve how I can overcome this situation. So try to think like if you are getting two or three problem at a one time, how you can overcome these situations in just one way, right? And life is a challenge, right? And we have to learn, we have to take too much hard work, and it's a life, and it's a same, I will say, struggle, 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 right? And
Hmm.
and we have to be survived with a lot of struggle, with a lot of stress, and nowadays too much stress in everywhere, like if we don't have anything we can take, and then too, right? So just try to avoid it and enjoy the present time. Not just think about past, not just think about future, just enjoy the part of present.
Nice, good advice, good advice. Well, okay, well, I want to thank you, Rajpreet. Thank you so much for joining me today and for this wonderful conversation. I enjoyed this conversation a lot. Where can people get in contact with you on? What platforms are you on? How can someone, hey, reach out to you for advice, for example? Where can we find you at?
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm active on a LinkedIn, and I can share my profile in a chat as well. And on my Medium and dev.to platform for the blogging, and you guys can contact me there. I'm working on Cloud Her mentorship program. as well as in Women in Tech, like Upnotch. There I'm working as a volunteer. So you can guys contact with me, and always happy to connect. Um, Stay safe and enjoy your life. And thank you
All
to
right.
you to
Ah, no,
having
no,
me.
no problem, no problem. I'm glad to have you anytime on here again. Just we're honored just to have you here, and then again, it's a if anybody knows Rajpreet here, she's wonderful person, and you know you reach out to her and for advice on anything, she'll definitely reach back out to you. So thank you so much, Rajpreet. It's been an honor just to interview here today, and thank you. You have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you.
You as well. Thanks a
Mhm.
lot.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mhm.